This problem. Okay. Again, this is common convention, but these, whatever I'm discussing right now, these are exception. It means there is again problem in word class.
Sir, can I ask one thing?
Yes, madam. Why not?
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes, please.
Yes. Yes, in this in the phrase that you just showed, for example, many a good. No, it was
Many a
the
good
other
book.
one, I guess.
Many a good book. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Many a good book. So many a good book would be a predeterminer. Is it a predeterminer? And the
No, no.
second one, for example, many in the second, how is that that a predeterminer, sir?
That is what I'm saying. It is how native speakers say, right? Or these are exception. And still there is, I'm coming to the point. Okay, let me tell about the other things over here. I'm testing. Many is adjective, adverb, noun, or whatever is that. Okay, let's see again. Examples are here. For example, before many, there is very intensifier. Very good, very much, or something else is that, right? Intensifier.
But do we use very many books?
Yes.
That sentence.
Yeah, it is correct. Yeah, it is. It is how native speaker use. It is also correct.
Oh.
I'm talking about exception, madam. Don't worry, right? Maybe we haven't heard this. These are exception. So very can occur before many also. It means this is position of adjective. See, many books, more books, most books. These are what? Feature of adjective. Degree means, as I said earlier, degree can occur only in case of adjective. You know that. Good, better, best, like this, right? So there is again question, as I said earlier, many is neither predeterminer nor postdeterminer. According to this writer, it is postdeterminer, you can see here, right? But again, the analysis came to the next point because its feature is similar to adjective. Then is it adjective? So see, determiner do not have degree, but adjective can have. Only adjective can have degree. But here is, you can see, more, most means it's degree, right? And one of the function of adjective is to intensify. See, very many good book. It is also correct. So one writer, you can see in this blue box, this writer says many is adjectival and account for the determinative properties by assuming that it moves to a determinative. It means it is adjective also and determinative also. It means it has two word classes. There are some words they belong to two word classes. I said the example also. See, if you haven't forgotten, here, where is that? Okay, here. Some word can be noun also, adjective also, verb also, preposition also. So is the case with many. Many can be what? Many can be determinatives also and adjective also. That is the thing I want to share right now over here. Right? Don't be confused with this. I was talking about feature of determinative, not anything. Forget about the exception. There are three positions of determinatives. One is pre, central, and post. Okay. Maybe you are somehow you are feeling bored. I have one more activity here for 5 minutes. Just is a quiz for you, right? I'll paste over here as you did earlier. Try some determiner. Okay, just 5 minutes. It is 9, right? Please use the link and is in your chat box, right? And just do the activity there.
So it's not working. The the link is not working. It says that this page isn't working.
It's not working, so yes.
Is it okay? Is it that? Okay, let me try, okay, myself. What is this? Okay. In my laptop, does it work or not? Let me test. The net is so slow. Okay, page is, it hasn't shown anything. Okay. What I have.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, is any problem?
So why, yes, why is this as like a central determiner when we can use like this book is good? It appears towards the front, right? I'm not clear in that. I think, can you please go over it?
Okay, 1 minute. Okay, let me test this link and I'll once again. I think there is mistake in this link. Okay, what did you say, Rajendra sir?
Could you clarify on, I'm still confused about like pre, central, and post, because even like central determinatives can be used at the front of a sentence, like beginning of a sentence. So I don't know why they're called like pre, central, post.
Okay, generally, general rule is it is social science. We know that, right? English is social science, and observing some pattern, the linguists they form rules, right? Commonly, what happens? The word mentioned in predeterminer, they occur initially in most of the expression, and the word mentioned under central, they occur in between post and pre. But
Okay.
always
Thank
there
you,
are
sir.
some what exceptions, right? And I told you that there can be many examples, but according to this writer, these are the example, right? There are exceptions, but generally in common expression, the position determined or given by this writer is the common rule. Are you clear, sir? I only know that commonly
Yes, sir. That's clear now.
these words, right? These words given under predeterminer, they occur initially, and these commonly, because in language, 100% rule doesn't work. We know that, right? We as I gave example, right? Pani Khanu is also right, but linguists they only said drink is correct, right? Puni is correct. So it happens in language. That is the common rule. Okay, that link is not working, and there is one more activity. I think this is from your book, but you feel difficult. Is it difficult thing for you? I think at your home, right? There is example. If you want to know, Rajendra sir, if you on other, if you are not clear, there is another example of such in your book, right? I mean, many and such. There is another word. I'll show you example. This is here in your book. I'll just refer you page number also of your book. It is here. If you are not if you are still confused about the example of many, see, it begins from page number. It is page number 121. You can see the last paragraph, page number 121. There is another word, for example, such, and there is confusion about such also. It is not common like other pre, central, and post determiner. Please read page number, last paragraph from page number 121 to 122. You will get some idea. If you cannot, then next week we will discuss about this. Is it okay? I have kept
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
classroom activity, but it will be difficult because it needs time, it needs brainstorming. That's why I'm telling you. I am simply going to talk about very simple thing, one more thing. This is the last item for today. Are you from science background? Is
I
there?
am, sir.
My
Yeah,
high school was.
yeah. School we did all of we, right? And I mean +2, right? And bachelor's. If you are from science background, you might have heard about prototype theory. Have you heard? It is from science and adapted in English language, linguistic. If I say a bird, what comes in your mind? What do you think? Bird means, can you tell me the feature of bird?
2 legs, wings,
Yeah. And
beak,
It
Can
has
fly.
flocks.
yeah, it can fly.
Wings,
beak,
wings, light body, features.
Yes.
light body,
But covered with feather.
Yes. Feather also. Tirthaji, are you listening? Tirtha sir, it's your title.
Yes, sir. I am listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am listening, but I am completely confused about this theory.
Prototype theory.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to talk about this, don't worry. For example, when we were at 10 class, there was one question from if sentence. If I were a bird, right? Can you remember? Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I would.
If I were a bird, I would fly in the sky.
Yeah. Do all the birds fly in the sky?
No, sir.
No.
No.
But
No,
when the word
all birds fly. Kiwi does not fly.
Ostrich.
There are 2 birds there that don't fly.
yeah,
Ostrich, penguin,
but they are
Sir,
also birds.
emu.
Yes.
sir, birds have air chambers. This is the special characteristics.
Yeah. You are being too much specific, right?
Mm.
We are talking generally. When we hear the word bird, we remember that it can fly.
It flies.
Can
Fly.
fly. Let's forget about other feature. But what
Yes, sir.
we think, what we
Yes.
imagine is that it can fly, right? So when we say the word bird, there are some lists. For example, penguin, ostrich, sparrow, crow, pigeon, duck, hen. Which word do you pick up from this? Which word? Which bird I mean?
A sparrow, crow,
Let's
pigeon,
select pigeon.
and in some cases duck and hen, because they can fly, but
Which
not
is the most inclusive one? Penguin, ostrich, sparrow, crow,
the pigeon. Pigeon.
and why not sparrow?
Pigeon. Yeah, sparrows.
I think penguin, ostrich.
Ostrich?
Chicken.
Ostrich is exactly, ostrich is not a bird in common sense, right? Is it? But it can't fly.
Pen,
Can't fly means
sir?
many people, they don't imagine if they haven't seen, right, about ostrich. They don't consider that's a bird because bird needs to fly, right? So prototypical means abstract concept. I'll again come to the point, okay? Okay, what's the thing over here? So from science, it says that, look at here. We don't need name of the writer, for example, propounder, Eleanor Roach. It says, see the circle here. Robin is at the center, and ostrich, then dog, and then penguin. They're at the outer circle. So it's not the hard and fast thing, but Oh, what is this thing? See, it is a matter of more represented, less representative or more peripheral. Did you get my point? Prototype theory. Okay, again. Meaning of prototype. Look at it. Categorizing in cognitive. It was used in cognitive science. So, for example, feature of bird means, as you said earlier, it can or cannot have feather. Plus minus means big is mandatory. All of them have big. And according to our concept, ability to fly. Not all of them fly, right? And it is matter of central and peripheral member of category. This prototype theory means which one is the central concept. For example, here Robin is the central, and ostrich, for example, dog, for example, and penguin, they are peripheral member, but they are also bird, but they cannot fly.
Sir,
Right? Yes.
sir, so that means in simple terms, prototype theory means that it is categorizing any thing into different, like in different sections or groups. Is that what prototype theory means? Categorizing it into different
Yes.
sections
On the basis of fundamental feature. Categorization,
on the basis of fundamental features. Okay, fine.
fundamental feature. But all the feature may not
Categorize.
resemble each other, right? May not be same.
Yes, sir.
Point?
It may not be same.
Yes. For example, we talk about that penguin, for example, ostrich, for example, they are also bird. But they are, we can say they are bird, but they don't have all feature of bird. The mandatory feature, other feature, as we,
Mm.
for example, they can fly. I mean, the same prototype theory is called gradients in English linguistic. They are similar. Prototype theory in science and gradients in linguistic, they are similar. It means, see, the boundaries between the word classes are also problematic because of some common features. I talk about many. Many can be determinative also, and many can be adjective also, because it has degree. Problem in gender here, I mean, class, I mean. So it is family resemblance, it is prototype theory, it is gradients. These are similar in linguistic.
So can I ask one?
Yes, madam. Yes,
So can I ask one more question?
yes.
Yes, sir. So would that mean that homophones, homonyms, and homographs also come under
Yes,
this
exactly. Yeah.
gradients?
I'll come to that point later, right?
Thank you, sir.
Same. You are right. There is another one more book, right? I was talking. I haven't opened that today. Okay, here is again. I want to take this name. Okay, let me go because you have reminded me. This is very much easy, comprehensive book. Our book is somehow complex. I wanted to change this book, right? Okay, look at here. Here, just for a minute, please read this page, right? I've taken this from George L. The clear feature is mentioned.
The page number.
Okay, 1 minute, please. Within 1 minute, please finish reading this prototypes.
Sir,
Yes, yes, madam.
what about my presentation?
I think do we have
Hello?
time? So 7. I will give you last 15 minutes. Okay. Let me finish this prototype.
So,
Yes, sir.
sir, prototypes means that the more uh, specific characters. I mean,
Yeah, you can
we
see,
can
yes.
categorize some lexical words according to their most common fundamental characteristics.
Yes.
But
That is the thing, right? If you want to know more about this, you can go to the Jersey, right? Page number 120. Do you have any confusion right till up to now? Bird means there are so many features of bird, but there are some fundamental feature, right? For example, maybe feather can be one, right? Maybe two leg, right? For example, maybe so beaks also, right? And so many other. On this basis, we include many birds like creature under bird. So this theory is called prototype theory. All the feature should not be same. I mean, if some features are common, it's okay. If you accept on the basis of that feature, that theory is called prototype family resemblance or gradients theory of linguistics. Do you have any question here? Sridhar sir?
Yes, sir.
Did you get the point? Can you define this prototype theory? What is it?
Actually, it is about something like the animals, especially the birds story, I think.
Yeah, that is for science. For us, only word classes, words only, right? For example, some words they come under particular word class. For example, noun, adjective, adverb, etc. Right? Because they share fundamental feature, not all the feature, only fundamental feature. That is a criteria here. Again, I will give you example again later. Okay, don't worry. Is that okay? So some linguists, cognitive linguists, they call it categorical tried jacket. See the term, layman's term, is not a technical. Categorical triad characteristics and jacket. The jacket, right? This jacket theory is a way of putting on some jacket, right? Did you get the point here? In language, gradients is the here. Another definition I have taken here is a quality of indeterminacy or blurred boundaries. For example, ostrich cannot fly. Still is a bird, right? For example, tomato. Tomato, some people say is a vegetable, some say fruits. There are certain characteristics. But most of the people, they say vegetable, but it's a fruit, not vegetable, right? Blur boundary between vegetable and what? Fruits. But on the graduated scale connecting to linguistic element, as I said, even though ostrich cannot fly, it's what? Bird. But it has other fundamental features sharing with bird. For example, beak, for example, feather, two legs, and maybe the ability of hatching eggs also, many more other. So in linguistic is a quality of indeterminacy, difficult to determine. For example, many also, For example, such also, right? Not only that, right? Don't worry. For example, reading is verb also. Reading is noun also. So on this basis, there are two types of gradients. Do you have any confusion here? If anybody, please let me know. If you have.
Excuse me, sir.
Gradients.
Uh, Can we have some more examples for gradients beside the birds example, sir?
Yeah, I'm telling this. That. For example, reading. Give the example. Reading. Read is verb. Reading is V4. Can be V4 also. In this example, let me write one example. One more example. Okay. I'll come to other example also. But right now, as you asked me, in this sentence, look at here.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes, madam.
Can we say that sir, indeterminacy, does it also refer to homophones?
Difficult to determine without context.
Does it? So, like for example, READ, 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 read. So
Yes, good.
like or
Yes, exactly.
will that
Same.
be an example? Read and
that is there should be, I think. Okay, let me wait 1 minute. Okay, let me finish this thing and I'll entertain your answer. Okay, maybe you will be clear with this. There are two dimensions or two types of gradients. One is subsective, just remember thing, right? Another one is intersective. Inter means, and the meaning of sub means. Here are some example, right? Don't worry. If you cannot understand, then I'll talk about this again. Here are example. Subsective gradients is found when x and y are in the gradient relationship within the same word class. Same word class, but degree, there will be degree. As I said earlier, bird, right? More bird or less bird, let's say in this term, but it's not the exactly same. For example, there are two verbs. You can see here. Let me mark this. Eat. This it is also verb, right? Must is also verb. For example, what is different? What is different here? Which one is more verb? I mean here. There is difference, right? For example, go. It has many forms. Go, goes, went, gone, going, infinitive to go, right? And will go, right? So many form. But this must, right? Only must. You cannot add as. You cannot add ed. You cannot say a musting ing or to must, will must. Is similar to bird or ostrich. First one is, for example, sparrow or robin. This is ostrich, can't fly, right? So there are two types of verbs again. Two type of subjective means here. Both are verb. There is no question. Must is also verb, right? One is more prototypical. More prototypical means core verb. Go is core verb. It belongs to core category. And this is also verb. Must is also verb, but that falls under peripheral category or less prototypical. More prototypical and less prototypical. Are you clear, ma'am? Did you get the example here? I have another example also.
Sir, how would you define, sir?
Sorry?
What would be the definition of subsective gradient?
Subsective. Substantive, as I said, there is a matter of degree, right? But fall under the same category. That is substantive. This is subcategory. This is also Bob.
Sir, I think Rajendra ji asked what would be the definition for gradients?
Gradients is
A simple
Uh,
definition for
Successive,
gradients.
successive.
I got the definition from like a prototype definition, right?
the prototyping is also gradient, same, exactly same. That is,
Yeah.
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 And this is the definition of subsective. Is found when x and y are in the gradient, means in the matter of degree. If they are the same member of same word class, that is subsective. Degree, core and peripheral. Rajendra sir, did you get me?
Yes, sir.
For
So
example,
in this example, then eat and must.
yeah, it is lexical verb.
So they are like.
That matter of degree, must is,
Yes, sir.
right? Must, there is, that is also verb, right? But for example, go can be compared with sparrow, robin.
Yes, sir.
It is ostrich. It is also bird. Must is also verb. It is also bird. For example, ostrich or duck, right? This does not have all the features that should be in a verb, but it has some feature. Must has also some feature. Did you get my point? Are you clear?
Yes, sir. I understood this one,
Yeah.
but here, can we say like a must has the subsective gradients then
Yes.
in relationship to eat?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Core one and peripheral. If there is this relationship, these two terms are for not only for must or these both. There should be the relationship of degree, right? Go and must. See here, gradients is found when x means, for example, go, y mean must, are in gradient relationship. There is a relationship of grade, you can say. More close, less close.
Okay.
Closer, right? You can say. This is the thing. I think I am correct. I am good.
Yes, sir. That's understood now.
There is another also subsective. This subsective and next one intersective. Sub means you can say sub of that main category. Furniture means what? Furniture means table also, desk also, right? Bed also, furniture. Those are all furniture. Maybe confused with that. Let's not use many more other metaphorical example. Inter means two. Yeah. Sub means, in mathematics also, subset. Subsective means subset, right? And here intersective. Inter means, for example, inter house, inter college, inter university. Inter means two. There was the matter of same word class, and here is the matter of two word classes. Look at the definition. Intersective gradients is found when x and y are in gradient relationship between two classes. And very good example is, for example, gerund in English. This can be before also, right? For example, another, for example, working, a working mother. Adjective, working is adjective here. Bob and here adjective, right? And noun also you can see, this is also working hour is adjective, working condition is, poor working condition is an adjective, but here working, the workings of human mind, it is same form. Form is they look similar, right? This working, and this workings, right? Similar, but different word class. This one is noun, this one is adjective, this one is verb. These type of gradient relationship is called intersective, means interclass. Interclasses, let's say, not class, interclasses relationship. Two classes, word classes, verb, adjective, noun, or more than two. Do you have any confusion here?
Sir, if we want to put these examples in bars, which category will choose?
Is there possibilities of that in board?
I mean birds.
You
So
can
birds.
say that bat, bat, B-A-T, is a bird also, right?
Okay.
And you can see is a mammal also, right? Like human being. Give that example,
Kind of, yes.
right? This can be, I think, kind of one example. It's like bird also, it can fly, right? It has beak also, feather, something like this, feather or not. Does it have feather? Bat has feather? Do you have any question here? Tirtha sir?
So honest and honesty, sir?
Honest.
Hello?
Form should
And
be
honesty
same.
would be,
Form should be same, for example, sir, right? But they should fall into
okay.
word classes. This is a mandatory criteria. For example, as I gave already, round, example of round, right? Form is same. It can work as a verb also, noun also, adjective also. So that is intersective gradients. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Tirthaji, if you are clear, right, is your title. You have 4 minutes more time for your discussion. Let's discuss about this prototype theory. If you have, let's discuss about this. Again, I'm going back to the slide, right? If you have any queries, without hesitation, right, you can off. Okay, we can discuss now. See, this is only example, like birds and this prototype theory. We don't need this in linguistic. That is for your concept. Now you need to have an idea of what is gradients, what is prototype theory in linguistic. Yes, please, one by one.
Okay, so can I ask?
Yes, madam. Yes, please.
Sure. So Rajendra ji just gave an example of honest and honesty. That would come under the first one. Am I right?
In first,
Subsective,
you know,
because it's the same class. Word class is the same, no sir? Honest,
yeah,
honesty.
word class same means that is not intersective.
So introspective would be maybe can we say that so all the words like all the homophones and homonyms will come under spective gradients then?
In intersective, it should have not. We are not
No.
talking about honest and honesty. Same word should be there. Same word in intersective. Same word belonging
So
to.
can we say bat?
Sorry.
So can we say bat and bat? Bat and bat. BAT bat is a mammal and B bat is the bat that you play with, cricket bat like bat.
Yes.
Would that come under
Yeah.
introspective?
Yeah. But our concern is, as I said earlier, inter means two here. Two classes. The same word belong to two classes. You got my point here?
Yes, sir. So one bat would be okay. I get it. Okay, but they are both nouns. So, but now bat and bat would be both nouns, right? So read and read will come here. But that is both verbs then.
Read and rate.
Isn't
Yes. That is
yeah.
example of intersective. One is of first form, right? And second or third form, whatever you say. Let's begin from definition. Okay, we will come to the point again.
Sir,
Do you have a clear concept? Yes, please.
Sorry to interrupt, but you said 15 minutes for my presentation, right?
It is 14 and now it's about 1 minute left.
Okay, sir.
Ready? Yeah, I have got your slide. I have downloaded also.
Yeah, okay. I think I can share now.
Okay, does anybody have any other question? Here?
Sir,
Sir,
excuse me.
Yes,
Sir,
Deepthi sir. Okay. Okay, sir. You just
actually, regarding these intersective
yes,
gradients,
intersective.
and
Yes.
I'm confused. Working, you have given the example of working, and
Yes.
which differs according to adjective or verb, or what is the actually like go, goes, must, musted, or must. I understood that,
Okay,
but
okay,
the
sir.
second one,
Yeah, yeah, I got your question. You know, this is one word. Working is word.
yeah, present participle, yes,
Yeah, it can function as before, right?
yeah, he's working,
And the
right,
same word can also function as an adjective. For example, working mother, right? For example, working hour. This is not Bob here, right? She is a working mother, you can say. And this is not Bob. This is adjective. It is modifying mother. Did you get the point? Now, the same word, spelling is also same here, but its function is different. It is an adjective here because it is not is look at here determinative here. Oh, working mother. It is before mother and it is modifying mother. Now it is an adjective. As I gave example, she is a working mother. Different word class. This one is Bob. This is adjective. Now our concern is, for example, noun also is there. The workings of humankind is a noun. It means, what is the definition of gradients? You cannot exactly say, or your definition, your concept will be blurred. Where does it fall? Either noun or verb or adjective. Because the same word falls under three word classes. First one is verb, that is one word class. Next one is adjective, another word class, and next one is noun. So if these type confusion, let's say gradients is confusing thing here, simply in common layman sense, right? Not exactly. You are confused whether it is verb. Right now you are confused whether it is verb or adjective or noun. So if the same word falls under different word classes, then it is called interly. Look at the word inter. Section, you can say intersective gradients. Ritaji, are you clear? Same word, remember the thing I'm repeating, same word falling under different word classes. This is the condition for intersective gradients. So it is not only verb, it is not only adjective, it's not only noun, it can be other things also. I think you have got the concept. Now, let's have a very short and sweet presentation. Okay. Sanjuji, can you share?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no. Okay, short. If you cannot, I can show you here. You can share.
So, sir, first I will try to share.
Who's is it your?
Yes, sir. Sir, can I share by myself?
Okay, let me stop this then. Okay.
Okay.
Now, okay. Quickly, please.
Okay, sir.
And please, if you have questions, we can use chat box, chat rooms. I'm there.
Asked a question.
So, is it visible?
Yeah, we can start now, please.
Okay, sir. There are many established and influential theories, but these three theories are mainly focused, like the minimalist program, lexical functional grammar, and the optimality theory. So now today I'm presenting my review on OT. First, what is optimal theory? This theory was introduced by Prince and Smolinski in 1993 as a framework for linguistic analysis. and its main purpose is to eliminate, and it is not only based on rules but also focus on how rules affect one another. And it is a rank constraints based theory, so it identifies the constraints and rank them in order of priority. And it observes it forms of language arise from the optimal satisfaction of conflicting constraints. It means that there are many options of pronouncing the word. Among the best satisfactory option only will be chosen for the optimal output. And OT provides mapping from input to output. The inputs are conceived as underlying representation and the output as the surface realization. Here, underlying representation means the correct version of the word from dictionary. For example, the word slide is underlying representation, but it may pronounce like differently, like slide or slide, which is surface realization. And here are some central ideas of OT. It is a dominant theory in phonology, also in syntax. Language is a system of conflicting forces. It talks about the universal typology across word language with the help of ranking constraints. It generates infinite candidates and allows to choose between alternative candidates in terms of priority. OT also focus in syntax and phonology. And what should we remember is that constraints are universal and it is found across the world. And among the infinite candidates, there will be ranking and re-ranking in terms of limitation, and the best candidate will be chosen for the output. There are some common terminologies used in OT. The first one is input, a language of underlying lexical form. Underlying lexical form means an appropriate pronunciation of word which is supposed to use correctly. And another one is gen. It generates alternative surface realization. Surface realization means that we have multiple options or pronunciation for the word. And next, constraint. It filters out unwanted realization. Among many options or candidate, it filters out unwanted candidates. And next is ranking. Ranking is done on the basis of highest priority. And here are three components of grammar listed by Kager. Uh, the first one is con. It stands for lexicon. It contains underlined forms of morphemes, which forms the input. And next is gen. It stands for generator. It generates some output candidates and submit this to EVA. And EVA stands for evaluator, the set of ranked constraints which evaluates output candidates as their harmonic values and selects the optimal candidates. So these are the three construct of the OT. So I'm going to explain with the model. Here, input is referred as the underlying lexical form, and generator takes input and produces set of candidates. Like you can see, there are many candidates like 1, 2, 3, 4, and those candidates may be some may be modified, and some might be unrecognizable, and some may be identical. And EVA evaluates those candidates on the basis of priority, and at last only the most suitable candidate will be selected as the grammatical output. And here uh, is the OT model in process. And here I have taken chemical as an input from lexicon, and generator takes chemical and produces into many candidates. Like you can see, yeah, the input chemical is uh, the generator generates into many candidates like chemical, 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 and chemical. Uh, these all the candidates, some have different spellings, where some have different pronunciation. Although some have some sound same, some have same pronunciation, but they have different spellings. So there will be conflict between these candidates, and there will be like evaluation will happen on the basis of limitations, and will be chosen on the basis of like more least preferable, more preferable, and the most preferable candidates. And the candidates which will get the highest vote, or which is which is the best or the most suitable candidate will be chosen for the outputs. Like you can see, some candidates are almost about to go to the output, but only the best uh, uh, best candidate will be choose as the output, which will become the optimal candidate. And also we can take for this optimal theory, we can take very simple examples from our Miss World or beauty pageant. Like there will be many candidates or participants who will be participating to win the crown or the title, and they will be they will have evaluation among those candidates, and on certain limitations, like on the basis of their hair, beauty, and the talent, and the skin. And so only some participants will go to the finale, only few will go to the finale, but at last the most deserving or the most highest voted candidate will win the title. So we can take the example of would be like that also. uh, Thank you this much.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Does anybody have question for her or Sanju, madam?
Not a question, but I think the IPA is not right in between the forward slashes there.
Okay, any other thing?
And the last type.
Sorry, I didn't get you, Rajendraji.
If you go to your last slide, right, you have the, normally we write IPAs in between the forward slashes. So you have
Yes.
certain like alphabet, but not the IPAs there. That's all.
Okay, I'll take care of it. Thank you.
Okay.
Sir, I want feedback from you. Like whatever I have understood, I presented here. So, how was my presentation,
Yeah,
or
that
would you
is
like to add something?
that's okay. That's okay, right? And does anybody have question about the class we have or the matter we discussed today? Rajendra sir, do you have any question? You are asking in the chat room. Minutes time.
I think you answered my question in
Yeah.
the chat itself, sir.
Yeah. Does anybody have any queries?
Excuse me.
Yes,
Sir,
Tejas.
excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I haven't got any documents regarding this for the preparation of this slides about prototype theory and this gradient, and how can I get it? Do I consult that textbook or the dictionary or what?
You can consult any books, right? But I gave you this dictionary. If you want to see that Longman's dictionary, you can download from your Moodle one, right? And next one is another book I have uploaded.
And that book also, sir, actually that book also is too long. And may I know the price of the book in the market?
Yeah, I don't know,
It
sir.
contains 800.
I don't know, sir. Price, but you may buy, right? I don't know the price. This book, right? If you
No, actually, regarding the printing, the book is too long.
it's too
Sir,
long.
will you upload this presentation that you have presented?
But you have one option, sir, right?
Or it's already...
If you cannot find print version, if you ask the librarian of Kathmandu University, they will print this. They will have some digital print over there, right? Maybe some librarian there. If you ask them to get this book in printed form, they will print in low cost and provide you in the book form, exactly in the book form, but that will be digital photocopy, right? Exactly same, or also will be same. It is printing, not photocopy at all, but digital printing, and they will provide you book in book form, right? This PDF in book form. That is another option. We used to do when I was a student of Kathmandu University, right? When book used to be very expensive, right? We used to ask them, librarian, and they used to get digital photocopied, and they used to provide us. This is one option. But especially these are Indian or foreign edition, and they're expensive, more than 700-800, right? Or more than 1,000, I think. This is expensive. That's why that is one option. Go to Kathmandu University Library and ask them to print that digitally and provide you the book. They will do this one. If you cannot read this PDF version, that is one option you can do, right? We used to do that when I was a student there.
Excuse me, sir, I have a query.
Sorry?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, I'm Bhuvana.
Yes,
sir, according to that schedule, I think I'm presenting on week 5. Yes, I think it is still a long way to go, but still I want to know that is that the section from the book you have downloaded, that Handbook of English Linguistics?
Yes, these all are there in your that handbook, right? And you can even download slides also. There are slides also. And if you want to prepare before than me, right? You can go to the particular chapter. Under the section, there is particular extracted chapter also, and there are slides also, right? You can prepare on that basis if you want to prepare from right now. That is one option for you. Is it okay?
But we will be presenting after your class, right?
Yeah, not before me. Nobody will present before me.
Presentation.
Yeah, I'll provide you my slides also.
Okay.
I will present in the class also. And after my presentation only, you are asked to present. For example, today also, I talk about prototype theory. Yes?
Yes, sir. Sorry, just wait a second here. So here
Yeah.
it is read chapter 22nd. This is for, I think, some of us. I think Chetana is also getting the same. I'm also getting the same. Will you please scroll up, sir?
That Word file. Yeah, there are two terms. One is compounds also. And Rajendra ji asked me, mind word classes is there, right? I'll talk about where is pronoun, right? I'll talk about this here. Mind word classes and major word classes are there. And first of you will present, for example, compound, right? Compound words maybe. And then minor word classes are there. Before this, as I did today, for example, Anu and Anu Rana ji will present about approaches to word classes. I gave you the title, exact title, right? There are two approaches and she will talk about that in our next class. Similarly, Tirtha ji will talk about prototype theory or gradients. Similarly, I will tell you just before my class, right? After I present my thing over here, I'll tell you the exact topic. Don't worry, right? And as I said earlier, if you want to prepare right now before me, there is separate title. The second person will present the second issue, whatever will be there in your that particular text, right? And the first person will present the thing which are given there at the first position of your lesson of that model, right? Don't worry. I'll tell you what you are supposed to do. You will have 1 week's time. For example, Anuji and Tirtha, they have 1 week time. We will meet next week, but I gave today. And in between this also, if Anuji will have problem and if Tirtha will have problem, you can contact me. I'm always here, right? I'm always ready to clear your concept because it is new subject. And some of your friends, they have already contacted me and we virtually discuss the thing. Don't hesitate. You call me or message me, right? I'm always available for conference and we can discuss. For example, Anuji, if you have any problem about the approaches and anybody else, not only these two guys, right? Other person also, other students also, in between these 7 days, right? You can contact me and we can discuss, right? If you have any problem. you may not have understood.
Can we have your contact number, sir, please? Sorry.
Okay, last time also I gave this, right? You can check your message box. It is here, and I'm available in WhatsApp also, in Messenger also, in Viber also, wherever you like, right? You can contact me, and I'm ready to discuss on the matter. You are confused. My number is 9801853190. Right? This is my number. Did you get my
Sir,
number? Yes.
It's in the chat.
In the chat room, chat box.
the books you have shown today, are they available on Moodle?
Yeah, there you can see just before the first section. Can you see right now? It is here. Let me share the screen.
I have two of them. I saw
See
two of
here.
them
Look
on
at here.
Moodle.
Before Moodle number 1, can you see the screen here? This is the book prescribed for you.
Yeah, I have those two books.
And Longman Dictionaries of Language Teaching and Applied Linguistics. This one, right? And one more, I will attach this George's book. It is very comprehensive, very easy to.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
I
Today
was asking for it, sir.
Okay,
Actually.
I'll upload this today. Okay, don't worry. You can download later. I'll upload here. Right after.
Thank you, sir. That's so kind of you.
Okay, you can download also from internet. I have also downloaded it. It is freely accessible. Better, I will upload here. Okay, because it is difficult for you to recognize. And some of the concepts are very comprehensible, very easy to understand from this book. That's why I asked Lakshman sir also, I asked Tika sir also, let me use this book in my classroom, but they said it is very easy. Let them read an article, they said, right? So this article from this handbook it's difficult for you to read, to comprehend also. Matters are complex there. Because that is academic article, that's why, right? But this is textbook. This the study of language, this is textbook, that is collection of article. That's why that is not textbook. And so somehow difficult to comprehend the idea.
So then are you going to give us this book, sir?
Yeah, I will upload this.
Sir, will you give us this book?
Yeah, I'll upload this. You can download from there, okay?
Okay, sir. Okay.
This is easier to read, very
Sure, sir. Thank you.
comprehensive. Anything we can discuss further?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, see you next week. Please, if you, as I said earlier, if you have problem, you can contact me at any time and we can sit for conference and we can clear the doubt we have. Is it okay? And please submit your assignment also. And
yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Sure.
Yeah, we can sit and we can discuss on the matter. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So assignment, we have only one, not till now.
Now it's a reflection.
The only one.
Sir?
Next week there is one thing. Simply write reflection, whatever we discussed today. Is it okay?
So what do you mean by best two, sir?
Sorry?
You mentioned best two in one of the assignments. Like, do we have to submit like 2 versions?
I couldn't catch you, sir. Can you repeat this?
Hello?
Yes, please. Can you repeat, sir? I couldn't catch you.
Rajendra ji, what 2 versions? I didn't get it. Like
There's
2
one
versions
assignment.
of.
Except reflection writing, you have only 2 assignments. Moodle 1, Rajendra ji, you have already submitted. And another assignment is in Moodle 2. Only 2 assignments there. And another is after completion of class, you are supposed to write your reflection. Okay.
2
Yeah, the
assignments.
first one and the reflections.
Yeah.
Reflection of today's class, I guess.
Yeah, today's class.
And
yeah.
You don't have more assignments.
Reflection. So we just have 2 assignments so far, right? One is reflection and one is fourth one. Fourth one is the one, the first one. Reflection.
Yes, that much only.
Rajendra ji, would you want to ask that question again for the next week?
Yes,
Just
sir.
to be
I was looking at the assignment 2, and it says like 2 best submit back like best 2 files or something? I was confused. Like, do we need to submit like 2, like, are we getting like 2 times to submit the same assignment, or are we submitting like different
No,
files?
no. After next week, you can attempt next assignment, sir. For next week, let's wait, right? Because I haven't completed my lesson, right? Still some portions is there.
Okay.
For this week, simply write a reflection, and after the completion of my session, my class, right? From next week onward, you can write the next module, okay? Are you clear, Ajit?
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Now,
Thank you.
can we stop for today?
So where should we submit the reflection for today's reflection?
Yeah, you can open that Moodle 2, or in Moodle 2, there you can submit that, okay?
In Moodle 2, there is assignment, as Rajendra ji has said, it says 2
You can
assignments.
upload 2-3 files there, just upload one file, right? And you can upload later also, next one.
Okay, sir. Okay. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you all of you, and have a nice time.
Thank you, sir.
Nice.
Thank
Yeah.
you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
you.